Hey Dragonlings, it's Sky. I'm here with another book recommendation today. And yes, I'm still wearing my Harley Quinn outfit. I'm too lazy to get a different costume. Today's recommendation is Lisey's Story by Stephen King. This is a horror novel. I was trying to do all kinds of horror-ish novels for this month. But this is actually, I haven't read that many Stephen King books. I've read Christine, I've read Lisey's Story, I've read Cujo. I honestly haven't read that many. But this is one of my favorites. This is about the widow of an author who had a tendency to disappear into his own world, mind, darkness whenever he wrote. And it was a place called Moon. And after his death, she's going through all his paperwork, cleaning out his study, and she's remembering things about him and this world that he went to, as well as living her own nightmare in the present time. So it's a little different. It's very creepy. This is the paperback copy. When I first read it, I listened to the audiobook, and I'm re-listening to it now, and I tell you what, it's just as creepy and spooky now as it was back then. I think I read it like 4 years ago. I absolutely adore it. For those who are interested, the back says, Lisey DeBuscher lost her husband Scott 2 years ago after a 25-year marriage of the most profound and sometimes frightening intimacy. Scott was an award-winning, best-selling novelist and a very complicated man. Early in their relationship, before they married, Lisey had to learn from him about blood and bulls. Later, she understood that there was a place Scott went, a place that both terrified and healed him, could eat him alive, or give him the ideas he needed in order to live. Now it's Lisey's turn to face Scott's demons, and Lisey's turn to go to Moon. What begins as a widow's effort to sort through the papers of her celebrated husband becomes a nearly fatal journey into the darkness he inhabited. Perhaps King's most personal and powerful novel ever, Lisey's Story is about the wellsprings of creativity, the temptations of madness, and the secret language of love. And it's actually that last part, the secret languages of love, that really stands out to me. Because every couple has things that they do together that are signals of their affection for one another. And this was one of the first novels where I've really seen that come to life. It's not something that couples get right away. It's something that develops over years. And these two were married for 25 years, so they've developed that language. And that was part of the reason I love this. There was things that they understood between each other that made sense to them that no one else in the world would have understood. And that was part of what made this book so great. But it is a horror, it is a thriller. However, if it sounds like something you're interested in reading, I've got purchase links down below. Go ahead and check it out. And yeah, take a gander at this if you haven't read it yet. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.